You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into some activities today, because now it's raining, we got to harvest our... Ooh, there she is right there. That's a good one. There we go. Farming. Let me make sure there's no more lettuce is coming along. Everything's looking good, but we got somebody parked over there that we're gonna clean some things up today. Well, Isaiah did some land clearing the other day for Aaron there in the back. Looked good, cleaning up. And well, we got him over here today. We did get an inch of rain previously. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a good time. You didn't bring the sickle bar?
Nope.
That would have been slick. Underneath the fence lines. Look at this. This is a unit. Wow.
It's pretty serious.
That is serious. That's cool. We're gonna see a little more action of that. We saw him the other day. But it's always cool when you see it on your own property. Alrighty, we'll let him do his thing as it's starting to rain. It's on remote control. Tilt deck with remote control. World we live in. So he's gonna run around, clean things up, basically free range, whatever he wants to do. I do want to clean around the pond. We got some piles of stuff around here, around the ditches, things like that, and then we'll clean it up. And then I'll probably have him give me a hand pulling that out of there so we don't look as homeless. So you got to be very careful around the back sides of these because it blows things underneath them and it also blows things out the front. So yeah, granted that's just weeds that we haven't mowed or anything like that because I didn't know what was really underneath a lot of it. But that thing, as we saw previously, will take down some trees and clean things up. So he'll probably go around the edges of all the fields and see what goes on. Well, maybe not all the fields, but a lot of them. So as he gets rolling in that, I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna clean up in there a little bit. Okay. There's a ton of Canadian geese, and I'm not a fan of Canadian geese, so I do not want them on the property. And Yanko didn't understand where I told him to go. So I'm gonna ride up and just tell him to keep moving. Which now it's raining, so yeah. They did say it was gonna rain all day yesterday, and then they changed it. And yep, look at the washout. So third cutting is coming along pretty good. It's greened right up. Along my fence line. Better not crash. Look at all these geese. You're not welcome here. Go back to Canada. You're not welcome, none of you are. Oh, this third's looking really good. Get out of here. Come on, get. Yep, alfalfa's jumping. Well, things have started tasseling, which is very good. There we we go. You can see. So why do I not like Canadian geese? They eat your corn, they make a mess. You can see there's a lot of spots out there that are started to tassel. Well, I can see it, which is a very good thing. We just need the heat. We have plenty of moisture. We need the heat to actually build the ears now. But hopefully we don't run out of time. That's why I did, you guys, hold on. That's why I did plant shorter day corn than like 100-day corn, stuff like that, which it helps a little bit. We're just fine. But, yeah. Hopefully we have enough time to get it dried down. I do have availability of selling some as standing silage corn, which could work, but a piece of pallet or something. So yeah, this stuff's, it's not real thick, which I wouldn't expect it, but this also goes, the better stuff was over here. So as you see, this stuff looks a lot better, has more grass in it, a little bit of alfalfa. Ripping the bike one-handed. Look at that for you guys. Let's walk into this corn and then we'll let you guys ride around with him probably for a little while. I don't know how much walking I really want to do in here. This stuff's looking a little bit of hail damage right there for some reason. This stuff's looking good. So starting to build ears. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. And I don't really want height. I don't really want height as far as where I'm at, because you get some more, you get a lot more residual after. But it needs some heat to get to finish out. So that's starting to tassel right there. It's all spread out, which means it's pollinating, which then it's starting to build. There's a little baby one in there. Corn. And my name in the game for what we're doing is kernels of corn. We're trying to sell bushels. We don't want huge tonnage, but if we got to the place and we could sell it as silage corn and make more money, we might do that. But yeah, the idea is we are grain farming. He's running along the fence rows, just cleaning them up. The biggest one that I want to do is out here around the pond, because there were so many weeds that just didn't get cleaned up. That, if I had animals on it, they'd probably do a pretty good job cleaning it, which at some point. It's a little overkill for just mowing the grass, but he's gonna do more than that. He does have a sickle bar attachment, which we might have to go get, because then he could zing right underneath all this and we'd be back in business. I was gonna keep him round sprayed once I trimmed it down, but then we lost motivation on as far as keeping fence lines going. You know, you guys remember. Yep, trimming trees back. While he's out there mowing, I figured I might as well throw the drone up. I got stuff to do, but it can hover there for 30 minutes and you guys can see what goes on. That is if we didn't break it. So I'm not really sure. Did we break it or did we not? We're gonna find out. I gotta put an impeller, or what are they? They're considered props. Propeller. So we got a ton of these because, yeah, at one point in our lives we oh, this one's cracked too. Okay, so we got two we gotta switch. And they're directional. So you gotta make sure you put them on the right way. See? One spins one way and the other spins the other way. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this one in the back is And if you don't put them on the right way, they come unhooked, and then you crash into the ground very quickly. He goes back from whatever he was doing. The other ones look good though. I'm amazed. I'm hoping this flies and nothing comes apart. So, front and back are different, or are they not? Side to side, or... Wait, that one's different. I guess, no, this is the right one. I don't like how much it's moving for not... I guess there is some wind, but I'm going to change the other impellers too.
Doing a little mowing over here by Duffy's pond for him. He hasn't found a bush hog to buy yet, so clean a little bit up while he's doing something else. We want to stay up here. We don't want to end up down there. And you never know what you're going to find, especially mowing for somebody else where you haven't mowed before. He's apparently taken out this fence. Kind of just trying to feel my way out here. You never know what you're going to hit. Or not yet. This is that same hill that we chopped at Hillside there. I would almost say it does get a hair steeper down here. So after half-inch rain last night and everything else, you definitely wouldn't want to be trying to do any of this with a machine that's got tires or wheels on it. Just not be a good idea. This mower isn't exactly made to particularly cut grass, you know, but it does it pretty well, especially if you keep the blade sharp. There's definitely other mowers out there that would do a cleaner cut, but obviously with a little bit of weeds mixed in here, you can see for how aggressive of a mower this is, this being the small end of the spectrum of what this will cut. Doing a pretty nice job, actually. This machine, I don't know if you guys have saw Chris's other video there yesterday or a couple of days ago there. I was in some thicker, viney stuff. It's almost like rope once you start cutting it, and it just robs speed from anything you try far, guys. Some of it we ended up mowing long ways, but it did end up getting pretty steep. So this is about what my view would be. There's level. So we got this all whacked down. Everything else we could, you know, we could manage with something a little bit less, but where it's steep and you need something with some low gravity, that's where this really shines. I know he did have some chunks of concrete over in there. Actually, there's the man himself. He's ringing, so.
Well, he got most of the hillside done. He's coming back down. I think he'll go out in a little bit. We got some projects to do. He did hit that drainage casing there. I called him and I said, hey, by the way, there's a metal pipe there and watch out. And he goes, just hit it. And I said, okay. So he did hit that. Calves are in the barn. It's getting humid, so I can't blame him. But that hillside, yeah, looks so much better. Like cleaned up, as you guys saw from the air. But I'm gonna jump in the Mini. We're gonna pull some posts out of along the driveway because we got to do some widening of the driveway, or at least clean it up so we know where the edges are. And I do have to grade the driveway at some point. All this rain's washed it out quite a bit. We got the Mini that could. We got some fuel. Yeah, those are people that keep asking. I do not own the Mini. It's still on like a LEN program. Me and the owner, we'll figure it out at some point, right? Planter's parked away, 46. M might go to Fancy Farmer tomorrow. I'll con Isaiah and bring it up there for Jimmy. Let me bring this out. I might grade the driveway with this too while I'm at it. Well, we're gonna do a little post digging and driveway cleaning because, as I've said before, there is a combine coming and it will not fit up that driveway without scratching everything. And it's pretty nice shape, so we're trying to keep things nice. And all these posts that they put to graze that, we're not going to use those for a while, so we might as well pull them out and clean up this section. Isaiah's got the GoPro 11. I'm actually on my old 10. That way we get you guys all the angles. So I don't have a magnet to stick you guys on, so just bear with me on some of this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, because I kind of need two hands.
Chopped a handful of trees down along the driveway. On this bank here. It's pretty steep, so I didn't want to go sideways on it. Is over there just picking up my mass.
fixed the driveway up. We had a lot of water washouts in it, and that'll be a lot better. We should get some stone in. Where we're at on this is, see that bush? It's in our driveway. See that? That's in the driveway. See how everything hangs over? That's all in the driveway. And see how there's a cat skid steer going back and forth, cleaning some things up? Well, we're getting our driveway back, so that we can come in and out without scratching the stuff and look presentable. So from here down looks good, and they're up. So the Mini that could got the job done, graded it out. We pulled all the stakes out. I gotta go up and pick them all up, move them out of the way. He's getting right after it. From my bedroom window, I'll be able to see down the driveway now, which is a good thing. Chainsaw would work, but we got the left side of the road done. I told him go down in here and trim these trees up, because at some point this will be utilized as pasture again. I'd rather not have the trees in there. Plus it looks so much better. Things maintained look good. So at first I was just gonna have him go out back and do what he did there, but that thing moves right along. So he cleaned up right here along the front of my house, which I'm excited to drive down the road and see what it really looks like. So he'll get those cleaned up, and I'm gonna trim the branches that are hanging off. The Mini that could, just picking this up. I'll have him mulch it a little more up here, and then it'll be good. And the time it took me to go down, grab that, group those together, $1 million right there. Looks so much better. Hopefully he doesn't find that old fence line that's in there.
I don't know if this is OSHA approved or not, but here on farm duty we gotta farm tough too.
Okay, roadway, we gotta pick up the little bits, but trim down some trees, trim down some more trees. That looks a lot better. Getting trucks in and everything else, it's a lot better when you can see everything. What is he doing? Someone thinks he's funny. Yank goes down over the hill in the water. Yep, he's down over there. Let the chain down. There we go. That's how the professionals do it, right? I don't know where I'm gonna put that. The one that they took out, I had them take. I said, I don't want it. People have said, oh, you use those for posts and stuff like that. They're full of oil and all that, and they're absolutely brutal to handle. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it. He's gonna go finish up a little bit in the back. I'm gonna move this out of the way, get the 27, pick some posts. Before the night is over, we're gonna pull that white truck back and get it out of being stuck. But we got a lot of stuff going on here. So he's just gonna do that backside. He wasn't sure how you got across the ditch. I said, you just drive over the hill, but coming down this way. And then that will be all cleaned up, which if we get some sunshine, I might take the kayak out and float around in there and see what that pond actually looks like. Haven't used the kayak in over a year. So we floated down, I think it was 4th of July or something like that. Floated down the river. Well, I'll probably have them, I don't know what's underneath that, if it's a mound or what it is. But I'll probably have them clean that up, because once it's clean, then you can actually mow it. And we got to get that rolling basket together. Well, the mini excavator's out of fuel. That's why he switched into that. Figured I'd jump out here too and check this out. So almost all of that corn is starting to tassel up on the hill. The stuff on the right is much better soil. As far as the soil, as far as soil analysis, stuff on the left here, it's kicking along. On paper it wasn't very good for soil. Yeah, it's saturated, if you guys see. And like down here we got an inch of water sitting in the soil, sitting on over an inch. So that's less than ideal. We do have to look into some of where the tiles go, try to figure out some of that this fall and then into the winter. But 5 inches of rain in the last 6 days. We're very blessed that I do have tile in these fields, and I'm very glad that I got the tile work in this spring. At points it did seem like, oh, it's getting a little excessive messing around with drainage ditches and tiles, but that is, if we did not have that, this soil would be very saturated. So we'd be like that in a lot of spots. So what do we do with the planter right there? That's from something else. You know, it's all, that's like 2 million kernels to the acre. Huh. Water's running like anything. So yeah, we still got to do some more management of waterways and stuff like that, but all part of it. Remember, it's our first year. Like, all part of it. This stuff's doing very good. Driveway just about cleared, and Isaiah ran out of fuel, so we do got the Vivor caddy out here, the fuel caddy. Got some fuel, fill it up, finish moving those sticks into that pile he's gonna take on, and we'll go down, grab those, and be done. It's been a good day. Got a lot more done than, well, yeah, we got a big driveway now, and bigger, more space, cleaner, looks better. I'm excited to come down the road and really see what it looks like now. Another gorgeous sunset. Driveway looking good with the last of the branches that we trimmed right here by the mailbox. Jono, don't worry, I got the mailbox. We got to put it up. Had it for a while. Got to get some concrete and do it up, because we got to move that post to the right, because, well, pretty sweet mailbox. He's got that started. I just need a little tug. I'll get the truck aired up, because it does take a minute, and have him tug me backwards so the trailer goes that way as I back up and get out of. Now it's even softer. It was a good day yesterday, sitting up here at the plot. I rode up, I wanted to see what it looked like coming down, but you can see there's difference in varieties as far as what's tasseled out first, and heights and everything else like that. So this seedway right here is really kicking along, and that channel 186-02, that stuff's all starting to tassel, so maybe that's going to be some shorter early. I gotta look up what day's what, so that does make a difference. Alrighty, we're gonna ride down. Driveway looking on point now. Isaiah did an awesome job with it. So house looks good. We cleaned up a bunch of those trees. It looks opened up. That's the biggest thing. And out back by the pond, as we all know, that looks awesome, especially from the drone, seeing what he was doing. But at some point we'll get down around the, we got to get a rotary mower. That's my big thing at some point here. So this will make it much better to swing in and have trucks coming in and out, because there will be corn on the move this fall. And as you see, pretty well cleaned up. Do got to do a little bit of stone work on the driveway, and we'll call it good. So appreciate you guys watching along. Appreciate Isaiah coming over and making this happen, cleaning up the back pasture there, around the pond. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.